Hi, everyone. Hey, welcome back. Thank you for being here for our day 3 of our time together for 7 days of awakening. And I changed the title a little bit, 7 days from 7 days to awakening, 7 days of awakening. We're having these awakening experiences every day. And welcome, Lisa Natoli. Thank you for being here.
Hi, everyone.
Good to see you all. And what we want to do is everyone get comfortable, get your favorite, hopefully you came with your favorite seat, sitting in front of your computer. And as we come together, you know, this is the most important part of our time together, is what we're doing right now. So I want to invite everyone to pause as the busyness of the mind. Just give a pause to what you're giving your attention to. And there's still people coming in the room, so just get comfortable and I put my hand on my heart. This isn't necessary. It's just what I do. And give attention to the breath. Just what's happening with your breathing. Just give attention to breathing. Just give attention to the breath. And many of us are familiar with that start point for meditation, just having breath awareness. And now I want to move attention to awareness, just awareness, the awareness of the breathing. Not the breathing itself, but awareness of the breathing experience. And if you would close your eyes, that will close off visual perception. And now we're giving attention to awareness of sound. This is the more of the inward experience, the inner experience of thoughts and feelings and emotions is noticed here. We're noticing as awareness. And if I ask you, are you aware of this experience? Awareness is on, and it's noticed more clearly as an experience. So awareness is aware of itself, and it's aware of experience, this experience that's hearing sounds and words. This awareness is aware of the skin temperature. It's aware of skin and clothing in different places. So this awareness is just really aware of all experiences. And it's also aware of experiences that are unconscious. Awareness is aware of all the body functions. This isn't just a conscious awareness. Awareness doesn't use labels to exercise the intelligence of the being, the intelligence of I am, that keeps the body functioning exactly what it needs, what it is feeling, what it is necessary for its function. Awareness is aware of this and gives instructions through this intelligence to the bodysuit system, telling it what to do and how to function. This awareness is the intelligence of I am. It gives imbued ideas and wisdom and movement. It activates the mind that moves in time and space. It gives activity to the mind, and the mind is awareness in action. And awareness is the mind at rest. And this awareness is always involved in our experience. And if I ask you, if you're not really familiar with it, you'll think that the personal self is what is aware. And yet this awareness is aware of the thoughts that come and go. This awareness is aware of the sensations that the body has. So the sensations, they come and they go. The ideas that the personal self has, they come and they go. This awareness is always aware of these experiences. This awareness is where we go when we go into deep sleep. Awareness is right there. And the body mind thoughts that are chitty chattering, they go to sleep. Awareness is still on. It's still on, giving instructions to the body mind, even though it's not labeling, it's not giving any kind of instructions. The body mind is now listening from a deeper place of sleeping in the deep sleep. And when one needs to get up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom, awareness is the identifier that knows that something is occurring. Instructions are given to the mind, wake up, and someone wakes up and goes to the bathroom. This awareness is closer to you than the breath. And this is why we want to be established in this awareness. And this awareness is aware of all experience, and yet it's not the experience itself. You can see this, and this is what is known as via negativa. This is the experience, the movement of being I am, being awareness, and yet not being any of the movements that are occurring as a primary attachment. These movements occur, and yet we remain. They come and they go, and yet I am, awareness remains as it always is. And we can just rest in this awareness. And now, if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes, staying as awareness, staying as aware presence. Now, this is offered a kind of a container that is without limits. It's without edges. And you can consider the room that you're sitting in as a space of awareness, the spaciousness of awareness. And now just imagine that this awareness is present, and the roof comes off of the home that you're in, or the apartment. The whole top comes off, and there's nothing but blue sky. And the walls are folded down. Now there's no walls here. Awareness is now extending visually. There's no limits to what this awareness is, because before we thought the space was contained in this room, and now it's without limits. And this infinite awareness has no limit. It has no edge. It has no border. It's just the isness that it is. And this is your true self. And even this bodysuit that has your name, it arises, and it's here for a while, and then it lays down, and the awareness that it rises in is still present. It's always is. There's no timestamp. There's no birth. There's no death in the awareness that this bodysuit rises and lays down in. And this is our natural state. This is the state of our essential self. And can be known and is known as I am. I am that I am. And so it is. And thank you for joining me in that meditation experience. This is the most essential part of this understanding, is residing in this experience of aware presence. And Lisa, I just want to read one paragraph from myself that I think would be perfect for this group. There's a paragraph in here in the being myself that says, after a first glimpse, which is what we're doing each time that we meet, after a first glimpse of our true nature, the old habits of thinking and feeling will, in almost all cases, reappear and obscure it. So we will have to return to it again and again until, in time, we begin to be established in our being. We no longer visit it from time to time, and we live there. And this is a goal that we have until the goal falls away. This is like going to the top of the ladder and the ladder goes away. And Lisa came up with a beautiful practice that I am looking forward to her sharing with us, that from the Living in Oneness experience, that I'd love to hear you share it right now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bill, for that meditation. I hope my sound is better today.
Yep.
It was, this little tip was missing.
Perfect.
That's actually a really good example for me to start with this topic on being the observer. So often in life, we are just simply acting from our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. They're mixed in with the essential self-awareness, and we think, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm depressed, I'm confused, I'm whatever it is. You've identified yourself with the thought and with an emotion, and now you say, I am this. And this practice is where, Bill introduced the pause. It's the most powerful thing in my mind that each one of you can really start using. Is in the hand on the heart, to just start going, okay, pause. Okay, I feel pain. I am tired. I am hot. I am cold. I am whatever is coming up in that moment. We're not used to looking. We're not used to observing. We're not used to noticing. We're just, I'm hot. I'm cold. I'm mad. I'm happy. I'm this. I'm that. And so when we pause and we introduce a space where we can be an observer. And so we're on Zoom right now. We zoom out and we're just noticing. And being the observer is a huge step, but it's not the end place where you abide as presence. But being the observer is like a quantum leap away from getting sucked into the thoughts, feelings, and the emotions. So yesterday, there was a problem with my microphone, and there was a comment on the chat board, and it's just such a good example. And again, I'm happy that the comment got posted so that we can look at what the problem is, fix it. Hopefully it's better. But the last little bit, Lisa's microphone, I hear breathing. And then the next part was, it's irritating, or I'm irritated, something like that. So it's that last part that we want to pay attention to, where you start to see, okay, am I the irritation? Am I irritated? Or am I the awareness of irritation? So Cindy, can you put up the slide for the I am aware practice? And so this is just something we came up with And I'd love for you all to post in the chat board something that's happening right now. Like not some, don't go into memory, don't go into the past, but right in this moment, if there's like a body temperature, your hands are, my hands are a little bit cold right now. So that would be one. You feel something about the teaching, or whatever it is, you're feeling a pain, you're whatever it is. So if you just want to post in the chat board, and normally what we do is we just say, I'm tired, I feel heavy, and so using this, I feel angry, I'm sad, I'm depressed. And then many people will use depression. It's a big thing in the world right now. Just people are like, no, I'm really depressed. And then they want to tell a story around it. They want to say, well, I have no money and I can't get a job, and I've lost, my partner to COVID. I'm sick, whatever it is. And then the story pulls you in it. So now you're really in it. And so now you're identified with the thought, feeling, story, memory. Then you have a memory of when things were different, when we didn't have to wear masks, before COVID. Maybe things will be later in the future like it was before. So when we're now pausing, and if you can take this slide away so I can see the chat board. Now we are staying as the awareness of these things. So, and Bill, you want to come back on? I'm hungry. So I am aware of hunger. So it's just, and the beautiful thing, I love, Bill, what you said about going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Awareness is pure intelligence, pure life. It literally is the guide that A Course in Miracles talks about. It literally is like doing everything for us if we stay present to it. So it's, I am hungry. You become, okay, awareness is aware of hunger. I am aware of hunger. My fingers are cold. I am aware of cold fingers. So you're creating this space as the observer. I'm aware of my feet being cool. I am feeling a warmth across my forehead and lower face. So it's, I am. You see how all of these, I feel hot and sticky. The awareness gets mixed in with the emotion or the thought or the sensation, and then you identify with that as I. And so there's this bridge that happens before the pure presence just takes over. It just becomes all there is, the self. There's this middle place where it's just like you're observing everything. Bill?
Well, yeah, thank you. And that was super clear. And you really did you did locate where the mixture, the mixing of the body mind that's familiar with being aware, it has now the awareness is assuming the identity of the personal self identity, and that is the matrix that's moving the that's moving the I am awareness into the matrix and saying this is my identity. And this is why these are just tools, this practice of moving through this, the way we're using our language is very important, because our conditioned self that has been very familiar in the matrix uses I am and attaches its identity to I'm sick, I'm hurt, I'm angry, I this, I that. So it's attaching awareness's identity to the object of experience. And there's a ignoring, there's a veiling of our essential nature when that's done. So this practice that we're inviting you to start to use so that you remove those attachments just ever so slightly, just a little at a time, and you change. Like I read someone on the chat board said, I'm aware, but confused. Well, you just mix the two and you re-identified as the personal self-identity. And the exercise is to bring, like Lisa said, a bridge or zoom out so that you can be aware of the experience and not be labeled as the experience, just a little bit away so that and that's why this practice. So when we leave today and until we come back tomorrow, just practice using your I am awareness, like Lisa suggested. I am aware of the thoughts. I am aware that there is confusion. I am aware that there is a sensation that feels that there's a stomach ache. So start to, even though this may sound a little childlike, let's let it be a little childlike for today until you get familiar with the zooming back as the awareness of the movie with your name on it, the you movie.
Yeah, and I'm so happy for the comments here, and it is a game changer. And again, this is only a middle space. Like you don't have to do this practice forever, because then you start to go back into the I, just becomes natural again. But it's just your pure nature of happiness. So like one, I'm aware of tired eyes. And then there's one, I'm aware of pinched nerves and inflamed joints. So what does A Course in Miracles tell us? You're not a body. So what I am, awareness, is eternal, changeless presence. It doesn't have eyes. It doesn't have joints. It doesn't have legs. It doesn't have any of these things. And that's our true nature. And so there's this space where we're just kind of getting a little like feet in the water on this one, where it's like, oh, okay, I'm aware of tired eyes. I am doesn't have eyes. I am is infinite. I am is being. I am doesn't have joints. It doesn't, but you're not wrong for having those emotions and feelings and thoughts. So don't try to cancel them out. You're simply noticing that what you are actually doesn't get sick, doesn't have pain. You're just the awareness of the pain. And again, it can be like a really weird practice if you've never done it before, but just until we meet again tomorrow, this is our suggestion, is just notice. Have a pause all day long, hand on the heart if you need to. Okay, what am I aware of? And don't do anything with that. Don't try to fix the things you're aware of. Just say, oh, I'm aware of blank. And that's the end of the practice.
Yes, yes. And don't give it a double I am. Just allow the first I am aware of X. Don't give it a second I am, because then you're moving it back into the bodysuit. So just stay with the first I am aware of sensations. I am aware of the thoughts that think this thought. I am aware of, so try to keep it to the first I am instead of layering more I ams to it and adding a little confusion to the exercise. What I suggest is if there's any confusion or any misunderstanding anywhere, just rest in I am. Just keep it strictly as I am and get really comfortable and familiar with the truth of your essential self. I am. You can meditate on this. I am. And it's soothing for a direct experience. And you can try that.
Yeah, and I just saw a comment on the board, and I want for us to address this tomorrow because it's a good one. It's from Lori, and it says, sometimes this works and the space is helpful, but there are times the mantra doesn't work. Then I choose to welcome the feelings, but it's super intense to sit with the discomfort. So I'd love for us to address that one tomorrow, because that's true. There is a way that we can just welcome all this discomfort and just that, because the mantra doesn't work when you're just like, I'm aware. It's like you're still sitting with like, I'm still angry, I'm still cold, I'm still hungry, I'm still whatever. What now? What? And so we have another practice for tomorrow, which is awakening awareness, and I've copied that comment, and we will address that one tomorrow.
Yeah. That sounds good. So everyone, you have your practice, and we really want to take just baby steps, and some of you already know this, and just have fun with it if you already are there. But we really want to take baby steps, give you a little bit of content and practice each day, so that this comes in through a portal. This comes in through a direct experience that you can be established in. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, 2:00. And thanks for being here.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.